I got a problem. I got a strange addiction. Somebody help me. I need an intervention. It ain't alcohol or weed. There's just one thing that I need. I got an addiction to fruit trees. I got an addiction to fruit trees. I take a persimmon to please. Hey, the next one I'm getting jujube.
Peace, fam. So today is Saturday, April 3rd. And it's probably about, 7 o'clock, something like that right now. I'm saying the date and the time for a specific reason. I actually just finished watching Turf Therapy's live stream that he did a little bit earlier today, where he was showing his brother how to do air layers, which is interesting because earlier today I rewatched Lead Farmer's video on rooting cuttings, and then I watched Rose 5150, who he referred in the video. I watched her video on rooting cuttings as well. The reason I'm saying all of this is because the other day I did the graft, or I attempted the graft from an apple tree that a coworker gave me onto a rootstock that I had, where the piece of it that they attached to it previously had died. I also had an extra one that I didn't know what to do with, and I had asked everybody, like, should I try to root it, or what should I do? So a lot of people said that I should try to root it, and that's why I was looking at Lead and Rose 5150's videos earlier today. And then I saw Turf's, and it kind of made me think about something. So this is what I did. All right, so this is the second piece that I had. This is the piece that I just grafted the other night. That's the part of the cutting that my coworker gave me, and I told you I was gonna leave the leaves and, well, the buds and stuff on. And then the rootstock down here. I put foil over it after I got done, and I wrapped it in a plastic bag just to kind of give it more security. And then I had this extra piece here. So what I decided to do was, I'm going to try to root it. But what I did, I kind of incorporated an air layering technique, where if you look at it closely, the white stuff that's on it is rooting hormone. So what I did was, I'm sorry, fam, I'm trying to do this with one hand, but I cut off the bark. And I cut it off, there's like 3 nodes here. And I don't know if you can see that clear, but right under this node, there's one right here, there's one here, and then there's one down here. Now, originally when I was gonna just root it, I was gonna root it with the node down here at the bottom and then the one right above it. I was gonna put that into the soil and then see if I can get it to root that way. But I decided to kind of take it further up just to give it more nodes. I took off the bark, past the cambium layer, which was the green layer right under the bark. I took that off, and I went down to the actual white of the branch. And I did it that way because after watching Turf's video and kind of remembering, Led's videos, I'm thinking, like, if you do that and then wrap it in soil and it roots, why wouldn't it root if I just took it this way and then put it down into a hole and just let it sit there, without bothering it. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Again, I experiment. So if it doesn't work, it just doesn't work. But if it does, then I'll have an extra tree, grafted from one that, I guess you can call it air layer grafted from one that was productive. So this will give me another productive tree. So we'll see if it works. So what I did was, like I said, I took the bark off. I actually layered, I put a layer of rooting hormone on. And if you can see, I dusted it. You can see like rooting hormone on the side here and down here, because I was just real messy. I kind of got excited and just decided to go ahead and start working. As soon as I saw it, I ran outside. I watered the pot here that I'm gonna put it in. I'm just gonna put it in here with this one and see if I can get it to take root. I watered it, so that I don't have to really put too much water in it afterwards. And I stuck a stick down here just to kind of loosen the area where I'll be putting it so it doesn't really disturb the rooting hormone. And I'm gonna put some down in the hole as well, just for good measure. Put a little bit more. That's probably a lot, but better more than not enough. Now I'm just gonna stick it all the way down to where I planned on planting it down to, where that third node was. I'm gonna cover it up and forget about it. I'm just gonna leave it there. Now again, family, I've never done this before. I don't know if it'll work. I hope it does, but we'll see. If it doesn't, it just doesn't, but I don't know. I feel like it could possibly work. So I'm going to, because I know in Rose 5150's video at the end, after she finished doing her, doing her cutting process where she roots them, she said after, I think she said something like after 2 months, what you want to do is forget about them. Just leave them, don't touch them, don't bother them, just water them occasionally when they need water, don't overwater them, but just forget about them. And then she said then, after another maybe 2 or 3 months, forget about them. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna do with this one. I'm just gonna kind of, let it sit there. It'll get water when the rest of that pot gets water. And I'm not gonna mess with it. It'll tell me whether or not it took, late in the season, I'll take a look at the leaves and the buds and see what it does. I'll let it tell me if it worked or if it didn't work. But, in the meantime, I'm just gonna leave it alone and, I guess, Hail Mary. But anyway, I appreciate you all stopping by again. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you all next time. Peace.